radioactive enough to radioactive enough to register.
I suppose I'll be taking orders from Dinah next. Now let me see.
Yeah, I think after 70.3 Worlds, it's a pretty, you want to have a break and relax and start an off season, but really the business is only half done, so you're back into the reality of training and getting focused pretty soon after the race for Kona. It was not much time to relax. I expected to probably have my best few years at the Ironman 70.3 distance in the last year and the next few years. So I knew a podium was possible, and on the day, if everything went to plan, perhaps a win as well. But you never really expect these things. It's just it's a bit of a dream, and that's what you work towards. And when it comes true, I got to admit, I was still a little bit surprised. Kona is, for many people, the biggest thing in triathlon. I'm also fairly realistic, and we've got a long-term plan with that race. And I know from history tells you that you just can't go there and dominate. Well, a couple of guys do, but it's fairly rare. Most guys, you do your time, and then year after year you get gradual improvements until you're really in a position to risk going for the win there. And it is a risk. I think if you want to win that race, you have to really take some chances. And if you want to just go into the top 10, I feel you can race a little bit more like you would in a typical Ironman event, and race conservatively and within yourself. So yeah, it's a huge day, and there's a lot of so much interest from the triathlon media. Obviously, it's hard for me to go past Crowie. He's just been so dominant for so many years, and getting to know him, he's one of those guys that he's a good guy off the course as well, and I've got a family now, and I see him as a real role model, the way his life revolves around his family. So definitely Crowie, and there's so many other Australians I could name, but when you have to name someone who you know on and off the course, it's Craig Alexander. I'd probably say it's pretty close between 70.3 racing and also sprint racing. I just think sprint triathlons, it's a shame that they're not raced by professionals that much. There's not really too many big sprint races out there with a pro prize purse, but it's fun and exciting, and you can turn up that morning, rack your bike, have a race, and be all done by 10 a.m. It's the style of racing that I think would be great if it came back. But and then the 70.3 distance for me, it's that great combination of endurance and strength and speed, and it's not just a competition of who can train the most hours. It really is who can train the most cleverly to get the maximum speed out of themselves over 4 hours. So yeah, it's probably pretty close between those two distances.